Hello fellow gamers, this is Matt Cow bringing you another strategy game of mine that actually I just got because a good friend of mine, Mr. Brumac, told me it's an awesome game. So anyway, this is Company of Heroes, I believe, without any expansions. I just bought a plain game to check it out, and I must say is by far one of the most toughest strategy games I've ever played, and by far one of the longest running games in terms of length of a game. This game was like an hour long. Obviously I'm gonna cut it down to some high points of the gameplay. However, I really do not know how long it will take in total. Anyway, I'm actually on the German side, not a side I prefer. I actually prefer to be on a Russian front, wink wink, but since this game has only Russian and how should I say it, Russian and not Russian, German and American sides, British as well, somewhere around there, I guess I have to play with the best team, right? I mean, Germans, the best tanks, the best weaponry, and that's what pretty much I've been put into German. So anyway, we have me as a standard German person, right? And then there's this guy, was it Panzer Elite or something like that? I forgot the exact name. And obviously we're playing against an American guy and a British guy. American and British. I think British guy is right here. Correct. So yeah. Obviously, the first thing that I learned about this game, let's just continue it, is to play a game called Capture the Points as fast as you can. As you can see, I have one unit so far, 2 units ready, and I think my primary goal at first, let's just speed it up. First I build the barracks. In order to build some troops, and then I just continue spamming out my engineers or pioneers for Germans in order to capture these points. My goal is, this is the first time me playing on this map, so I did not know that it was like divided like that when I started it, but the moment the game like gave me the map, I'm like, alright, so let's just capture the beachhead. So my point is to capture every single territory within our beach, as well as secure these wonderful bridges. Now, as I said, first time playing on this map, but from other strategy games, common sense and old military tactics, you always want to hold the points of entrance and points of exit. So I take care of these places later on in the game. As you can see, me and my ally rushing to catch these points to get our manpower, our munitions, and our gasoline or fuel back up. The moment I capture this fuel, I'm gonna come here and try secure this location. What I learned is build the pillbox just in case. It suppresses enemy units. Considering the fact there was fog of war, which would be this, I did not see that they were building anything here except the already built pieces. So I'm like, alright, so they're not gonna let me pass through here because they're building tank defenses, means their tanks can't get out. There's no way they're gonna send in their units through here. So I'm like, build the pillbox here just to ward off their infantry just in case. And at that point I'm like, something is wrong, I'm missing something. Let me get to this place, start building here. But as you can see, once again, from the war, I barely saw them. So the moment that I started building down, I'm like, oh, screw that, let me run away. So ran away and probably get into this building in order to defend, or just ran away. No, there you go. Run away into here to get some support by the building and to pin down these guys. Well, I build up some nice units of motorcycles to suppress them. Considering the motorcycles have an MG42 on their side right here, let's slow this down. They're really good to suppressing enemy units. These guys will run off right now. I completely forget about this side. This is not my problem. This is my ally side, and I consider myself unreliable for whatever happens on that side. So right now, me and my ally are pushing towards this bridge. I'm trying to get their units down, pinned down, and destroy them, thinking that they're the only unit they have here. And as you can see, I was correct, because this is the only unit here. And Furthermore, I continue building up here. I built some tank supports as well, just in case they decide to switch up their strategy, destroy this, and move their tanks, roll through here and into my pillbox. But the only thing I did is just build up some defenses right here. At this point, I secured this bridge. I got my 2 units of of motorcycles, and I continue repeating to building up my build box. As to my base, only the barracks and the center, the Kampfgrad center, which allows me to upgrade my units for the quarters, for the barracks. As to here, I believe I'm building, yes, I'm trying to leveling up so I can build better and more expensive units, and I also building the barracks for Krieger units such as grenade launcher guys, mortar guys, and so on. And my goal will be is to definitely hold this place right here. As you can see, I still pushing with my motorcycles, trying to get their units back up from this place. However, our enemy is definitely building up really tough. This is the strategy I do not know anybody uses. I would never do this. I would never think of doing that. It limits my units one mortar round into here, and you have an entire square blocked off. Even though in this particular game, this was an extremely tough unit because they have really long range and they can just pound the opposites of the beachhead. I didn't pay attention. Obviously, I couldn't see what my ally was building, and I really did not look through the game that well. But so far, they're just building the standard upgrade units so they can build better things. I believe that what I will do is probably decide to be a stormtrooper commander. These are some nice bonuses, but after this game, I will probably focus more on getting some Panzer support, because I'm really, really good with Panzers, and thus the name of this episode, which will be Kick-Ass. So anyway, at this point, I already built up my units for artillery and so on. So right now, I'll be building my Strum Armory, which probably will net me some, let's see, nothing is building up. I'm pretty much only supporting the units over here, just holding them off here. Building some defenses against infantry, not knowing what's gonna come soon, at all. So that's all I do. I just defend the beachhead, the bridge right here. I got one unit of motorcycles left alive. I think the other one got destroyed right here. Correct. And that's it. So let's just speed forward this up. Let's see what's gonna happen next. As you can see, our enemy is still building up the units. I've built the armory and probably not building anything in it, but I am building a nice unit of grenadiers, or grenade launcher guys, a rocket. Yeah, grenadier guys, correct? Mortars, grenadiers, mortars, whatever. Building a mortar team so I can try and take out guys over here, because I know for a fact they were here. Even with this fog of war on, I can see the pillboxes and I can see the units next to pillboxes. So my main goal will be to move my units into here. And as you can see, he's definitely trying to defend this beachhead, completely ignoring the sides right here. So right now, pretty much, we both have our units of artillery up. So we have a mortar team right here, and I have my mortars right here. And what we're doing, we're just pounding each other out to take down our forces in this area. He wants to push me back, and I want to push him back. The problem is that it's both an American and British troop right here, correct? Correct. Both American and British troops are here. I have only me. My ally is nowhere to be found. He's not even here, no. He has only one unit of engineer. He is helping me out. He's fixing my pillbox. However, it's not really what I want. I do not know what my ally was doing throughout the entire game. His economy was in the shitter. He has a sniper here, but he did not use it until later in the game, and we're gonna be pushed back because they have such a strong defense here. My two mortar teams can only do that much, and they have their mortar team set up right here as well. So they even defended even more. At this point, I'm like, you know what? They want to play the sitting game. I'll play the sitting game, but I completely throw my economy off. Completely. I'm always running on low what you call it, low manpower, and the only thing I'm building is this wonderful thing. This is amazing. This Strum Armory, right? Correct. Once it's built, I'm gonna tell you what it is because I really can't remember. But as you can see, he's pounding this. I'm gonna turn this into a command center probably a bit later on. However, right now this is not my goal, and I do have two units, off-map support. I have infantry assault team as well as urban assault support, which brings me a nice artillery unit. But I ignore it for now because once I don't have enough money, and I'm too concerned with the area right here because I'm afraid that they're gonna, after I destroy everything here, because I do not know whether I killed everything or not. This is empty here. I could have pushed if I destroyed this barbed wire. Could have gotten to their health. Could have destroyed their units right here and pushed through into their bases somewhere around this area, but I did not do it because obviously I was too preoccupied with thinking that they have much more units here, and then the mortar teams did not do much damage. So as you can see, it's empty in these fronts. We have units of engineers heavily fortifying the base over here. We also have a unit of a pillbox right there. And at this point, I'm like, something is wrong. They're not pushing. Bang! We have a British tank rolling in hard and tough, and that's what probably brought me down. That's what completely destroyed me. I lost all faith the moment I saw this tank on the bridge. My pillbox is gone. I have my few units of grenadiers or mortar teams right here, but they're not gonna do anything against this tank. So at this point, I'm thinking this unit, this rocket battery, will probably destroy this. But this unit does not fire straight. I did not know that. My engineer's gonna get pummeled. I still have some units of Bolt's Grenadiers. What they have is the Panzerfaust. It's a very, very popular German handheld bazooka, which doesn't do well against tanks. But if you have enough of Bolt's Grenadiers and they use the bazookas at the same time, these wonderful things, they might take the tank down, might ding it. But as you can see, this Churchill tank is just pain in the ass. And on top of that, we have an American unit, a British unit with a sniper rifle mowing in right from behind. My ally is nowhere. He's fortified this position, but he's not doing anything. I've tried to talk to my ally throughout the entire game, but he was oblivious. He was deaf to me. Maybe he quit the game early, I don't know, but he's still here, so I assumed that he was around here somewhere. So what I did, I'm trying to get my Bolt's Grenadier to take down this Churchill tank with no effect. My base is completely defenseless. I'm not building anything because I don't have enough money, so I'm waiting for something to happen, hoping that my my mortar people will try and take down the tank. Let's speed this up. So as you can see, the British troops are rolling in. I lost all of my infantry. Infantry is gone. I don't know how they don't notice the unit of mortars right here, but here they are rolling in, taking out my building. Is gonna take out my the only surviving unit. At this point, they bring out another tank. They bring out another Churchill tank in order to secure the bridge, even though I kind of dinged them a little bit. And then they bring in the huge wave of infantry that's gonna follow up soon. I decide to finally bring in one of my urban squads, hoping that this will at least ding their tanks, bring a Volks Grenadier support for this tank, upgrading them to MP40s, and I'm probably building another, yes, I'm building another tank for support, trying to take this head back. Luckily enough, my ally finally did something useful throughout the entire game. Instead of just supporting my pillbox with his engineers, he brings in an artillery unit of Gestwagen. I bring in my infantry, bring in my support tank, and drive his Churchill tank back. My infantry is taking out their infantry. However, the problem with that is that American troops are extremely lucky. What they have a satchel charge, and it's the satchel charge destroy the tanks so easy. It's just ridiculous how easy you can destroy tanks. 4 satchel charges is enough to ding enough from even the heaviest of the tanks. What I did not see was with this unit, or these 3 units of American infantry, and that just pissed me off because I know they're gonna have a heavy support from their satchel charges. There's another British Crowell tank rolling in from the bridges that destroyed their 2 Churchill tanks, trying to finally my other tank unit built, and there you go, the satchel charge 1, satchel charge 2, 3 satchel charges, all on one tank. Luckily enough, my tank survived somewhat, but his engine was done, couldn't turn, the turret was gone. At this point, the American sends his 3 surviving units back, and the British tank rolls in for a kill. I stand here trying to defend, not knowing that he's gonna roll in his another tank, knowing actually, roll out and try to turn myself back to my base so I can at least attack someone. At this point, I'm still bringing in my units of urban assault supports for the tanks and trying to build up some other units. However, since I don't have enough money, all I'm relying on is this tank that's gonna go into battle, and these 2 surviving tanks, this using as decon, this using as pretty much assault forts. I have some Volks Grenadiers inside the building supporting my tank. However, what this tank can do, nothing. Luckily enough, the German tanks have extremely high armor. What happens is sometimes they ding up and just bounce off. The Churchill tank, they realize he's gonna lose this fight. He rolls back, firing backwards, trying to get back to the location right here. And here comes the big heavy bitch, which I did not know was building. I did not know that it wasn't. Apparently, this is a heavy anti-tank gun. The moment I roll across this bridge, it fires right on my unit. Bang! Right there, I realized, oh, something is wrong. What the hell was that? Probably 2 tanks. I realized that, dinged 1 unit, side shot. The tank's extremely weak on the sides and the backs, trying to get my unit back. And there we go. Luckily, our unit survived, so I realized, let's put them all back. Luckily, our ally finally brings in a heavy Panzer tank, so he can take over the unit, the fighting for there. And there I go. Watch They have anti-tank because I'm sure that his asshole will go right into the front of the enemy and trying to get a kill. Unfortunately, once again, they push up with heavy infantry support as well as their Crowell tank. I've held back trying to get some shots out of it, but these tanks are extremely slow. No turning turret. I deadlocked them. This guy's turret is gone. All it is a pretty much cover for infantry. Trying to get dings on this enemy, and this time, let's fast forward this. Once again, nothing on this front or this front. Everything is quiet. So I finally decided to upgrade to the final stage. I'm probably gonna pump out some nice tanks, build my Panzer command. Got some units of Volkswagen right here. Throw them into support. Apparently our ally once again pulled through, even though through his failure in the beginning. He pulled through, brought on some nice units, and there we go. Engine damage, gun is gone, and my Stug is dead. Unfortunately, they captured this unit of this capture point of munitions, and I'm trying to get it back. So I'm using my Volkswagen, Frank, whatever they are. I mean, what's it called? My Volksgrenadiers. I call it Volkswagen because it sounds like a car. I'm trying to push with my Volksgrenadiers to take over the point again. What I do not know is how much support they have on this side. They have British tanks all over the place. They have American infantry, British infantry, and American and British support. And I'm like, we're done. This is gone. Even though we kind of held back, but the moment your enemy pushes you through, this is when you have to realize that you are in big trouble. Because if you're not pushing, you are gonna be pushed, especially when they have the control. And there we go. The British guy is just amassing a huge tank army, pushing through. My Volksgrenadier is still holding up in the building. Engineers as well, and I'm trying to get at least some shots on this tank. Luckily enough, I'm lucky enough to build up some artillery support, even though I did not realize that I was building that at the time. I think I built it for the future use to get a hold of this beachhead right here, but as you can see, it's not really the case, since I lost. Not only I did not attack their beachhead, I lost my support because I was the only one defending it, and the British guy had an extremely powerful, extremely powerful mechanized support. So I'm trying to get enough money to build a nice tank. Here we go. We're building probably our Panzer tank, or Panzer IV, Panzer whatever it is. I'm pushing in with my artillery, finally firing onto the general immediate area where there might be, trying to get a nice support fire on their strategy, on their point they're capturing right here. Hopefully that. Hoping, oh my god, I'm gonna take out this tank, but obviously it's a fail. Luckily, I at least pushed the infantry back enough to hold this point for a little bit more, so I can activate my Manpower Blitz. What Manpower Blitz does, it gives you a huge surplus of manpower, and that's what allowed me to build this tank. Unfortunately, what it does, it slows down your economy. Dead stops it. Almost like three minutes, you're gonna lose most of your income. But the price of that was this nice Panther tank. And what I'm trying to do is to build enough defenses right here, so I can luckily and supposedly push through and attack the units in this immediate vicinity. I'm surprised that the American was not pushing as well. As you can see, the only one who pumping out heavy units is the British guy. The American is kind of slow. I see the British people still around this area, so what I'm trying to do is probably going to use my artillery support one more time once it's ready, so I can destroy the units right here. There you go, I use it one more time, sort of trying to get a feel on the units right here. And here comes the first German-American tank. He's also supporting his British ally. I'm trying to get around just to capture this area. Got my Volksgrenadiers trying to take down this Churchill tank, while my tank is safely in here. What I'm trying to do is definitely to build up the units. As you can see, I'm like heavy tank support. What I'm trying to do is to get rid of these tanks as fast as possible. So what I do, I set up a heavy forward assault, probably gonna be around here, in order to defend myself. Right now we went from defense of our area to defense of our bases. The British guy is pushing through. Luckily enough, I have a Panzer tank. It's strong enough to deflect them. Got my first gun set up, and here we go, running away. So I'm trying to defend it as much as possible. That's it. They're pushed through so deep within our base that my German ally, I don't know what he is doing. He doesn't do building anything. He built one anti-tank weapon, for the 50mm gun, Flak 38. But that's about it. I'm the one who's pumping out the most units and one who's supporting him. Obviously, there's some lag from our ally, probably this Sergio guy right here. Sergio. 2 guns are ready to go to fight. And what I'm trying to do, I activated my Manpower Blitz again, activated my Blitzkrieg, not realizing that it's not gonna give me tanks, it's gonna give me the faster movement over my tanks and my infantry units. I'm like, damn, wasted an entire 125 of my munitions. However, I had so much munitions, I was so glad I did not have to use it. So you can see I have a lot of fuel for the vehicles. So what I'm trying to do is right now to build up enough money to build a heavy Panzer support. I realize that my ally is gonna get pounded if I'm gonna do anything, so I send out my only Panzer right into the midst of the fight, trying to get at least some units of his down. Got 1 tank down, trying to attack from the side. There you go. That was nice flanking. As you can see, the enemy said, "You're good. You did a good job," but my ally is deaf. I'm trying to contact my ally throughout the entire game in the moments when it needs to be done, but there you go. You see. Took down 2 of their tanks, probably gonna take down 3. My ally is probably gonna try to fix up my tank, but what I did not realize, they're sending another wave of infantry and another wave of infantry ready right here, barging in, probably gonna destroy my Panzer. Luckily enough, I probably building a nice heavy load of units in order to support my ally. This defense is still strong. That's probably my primary goal, is to defend the units around me.
Comrades HQ is under attack.
Right, that's good. There you go, our tank. As you can see, luckily enough, the Panzer is strong to hold off their infantry fire and their tank fire as well. This tank is probably gonna go down right now, so that's why I'm moving up, trying to catch up to it. There you go, dinged it, and it's destroyed later on by its own due to fire and whatnot. Luckily enough, once again, luck is on our side, and ally, even though being horrible ally, not communicating at all, brought in one of his stugs, STUH, what I call it stugs because it looks like slugs, trying to get some fire support in that Sherman tank. Sherman tank does not stand a chance against my Panzer. As you can see, it just bounced off, and we warded off. The first high point of the game is this heavy mechanized assault from our enemies. But the German and the British guy is not giving up. He's building up more and more units. He's just saying he really wants to destroy my ally. My ally is in garbage shambles. I don't know how he survives. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to desperately get my Panther back into the working order, but that's probably not gonna happen. Finally got another unit of TUH or Stugs into my base, trying for another push second time. My Panther is done. It's no way it's gonna get out of this location. The engine is burned out. There you go, they fixed the engine. The gun is gone. So I'm trying to move it back as fast as possible, but it's just getting dinged and dinged. That's my only strong unit, my only offensive unit right now. And there you go, it blew up finally, even though from its own fire. I realized that something has to be done because we lost way too much area right here on the minimap, and I really want to get it back. So I probably build up, yes, as you can see, I'm building up a nice artillery and both artillery and tank, as well as infantry support. When I started playing this game, I really wanted to go heavy infantry and heavy artillery, but I wound up building something else. I was now going all out on the tanks and on defensive, because I was defending my ally extremely a lot through this game. So let's just fast forward this to see what's gonna happen. As you can see, building more and more units of Volks Grenadiers and building up the tanks right here, trying to get support, moving up my Panther and my units on the defensive formation right here, waiting to see what enemy is going to do. I noticed that they pushed back a lot of the units because they were hurt. Our ally did really nice job at pushing them back. So and finally, and this, I don't know what this is, I never built it, whatever, little RC tank. So I'm trying to get a little push on the enemies, but I realized it's not gonna happen. I thought I can build nice defensive structure right here, but he pushed with his tanks again, and his gun is just pounding the hell out of me. I'm moving back, trying to get support with my other Volkswagen crew. Here we go. I finally got a nice build up of units. So I got one unit of Stug, one unit of Panther, and I finally bring out my anti-tank guns into the fight. I realized that something has to be done. There's no way I'm gonna hold off their advance if I leave them this area open. So I finally make my first big push of the game, and that's pushing with my small tank support, my anti-tank my anti-tank support, and I'm trying to hold this area off, trying to give some space for my base to breathe over there. Obviously, my economy is low because I'm building a lot of infantry units at this moment. Just build another units of Volks Grenadiers. Probably gonna save up a bit for another push to get a tank, after which I will activate Manpower Blitz and get a nice fire right there. See, I lured my enemy right into this area so they will get kind of deadlocked, so they will not pay attention to my units right here. As you can see, if I activate the Fog of War here, they will probably not see me. Actually, let's see if they see me or not. Let's activate our allies' point of view right here. There you go. He sees one of my units, but he doesn't see that I have this entire support right here. So of course he's gonna push with his 2 tanks, thinking that he's gonna overpower me. However, let's see if that's actually the case. So they pushed back. I finally turned out my artillery unit, just hoping they're gonna get through. Nope. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Got them into a little stitch right here. They're completely outgunned, outmaneuvered. They will not gonna get away. This tank probably will run and go rendezvous with his units right here somewhere. But I really hope I will not. That's not gonna happen. There you go. Unit is down. My Volks Grenadiers and my ally are capturing the points around to get some area back. And here it is. Here comes a huge push from an American troop. What I realized is that the allies work this way. The American is infantry and the British is mechanized assault. These are the dangerous units. That's what I'm talking about. These units get to my tanks, I am done. So what I do, I try to get around to capture the points, trying to get my Volks Grenadiers into the fray, because I know they will, let's see, because I know if the moment I see this, the moment I see them run out like that in a huge number, I'm like, that's bad. That's really, really bad. They will try to push this way. So what I do, I keep one tank over there and I send in my Volks Grenadiers to take some pot shots on their American infantry, so at least something will be done about their confidence level. The moment they destroy my Volks Grenadiers, they all push through here, all of them. This is when I shine. This is when my ally. So I bring in another heavy Tiger tank, a little upgrade I did. This is where this becomes fun, because their infantry is getting completely demolished. Even though they're gonna throw a few Cecil charges right here, I'm trying not to give them the satisfaction of that happening. And I'm just pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to get rid of them. There are 2 Cecil charges on my Panther, but I'm trying to push it back. I don't want to use this expensive unit, this powerful unit. I'm trying to get my stuck to get some shots at this particular area right here, so he will get pounded. And here I go. I probably lose. Nope, I did not lose my. Yes, I did. Damn it! I did not realize that I lost that. I realized I'm not gonna put my tiger in the harm's way. So I push him back right here, and I realize, hey, something has to be done about this. So I built 2 units, 2 more tanks, probably a Panther, a small Panther, and a big Panther, or Panzer, and I'm building up more infantry units. As you can see, the American and the British guy, both, I really want to push through to this guy and destroy him as fast as possible. They're not concerned with me, even though they should be, because I'm the one who's doing the most damage to their units. But I'm really, really worried, still worried. The moment they got this area clean for them, I got completely pissed out and realized that something has to be done. Our ally honestly builds very crappy infantry and does not build anything at all. I don't know why. I don't know what was the problem, but he was playing extremely bad. I realized that supporting my ally is not the smartest move to do right now, so all I do is just build up, hoping that my ally will survive enough to wait for me to come with my support if he asks for it. So American tanks, a British tank, a extremely heavy push with our enemies with their infantry and mechanized assault, trying to completely demolish this guy to bits and pieces. I'm fighting the area to units right here. There were 2 parachute units dropped down to capture this area. I think I fought them off, but I'm probably gonna send another unit of Volks Grenadiers in order to capture the area right here. I really did not like this game. The moment I realized that they're gonna push through heavy, something had to be done. So here you go. I have a Tiger and a heavy Panther ready to go, and I had another units building up, so I'm really hoping for a heavy mechanized support to do something about it. There I go. I realized, let me just send in the 2 heavy units, try to flank once again, destroy their units. Tank missed, So let's see if they're gonna move up. There you go. Heavy units up front. The Sherman's definitely not gonna stand chance against my Panzers, and that's where another time, the second time, third time, I'm saving my allies' ass by drawing the attention of fire of my enemy, trying to completely demolish their mechanized assault while they're busy capturing the units over here. We have another unit with M14 right here, and a unit of allies going to capture the point. My two tanks are holding fast, trying to get rid of their units. The moment I saw the satchel charge put on, I completely scared, pissed away, moved back, destroyed their entire unit, or at least 4 soldiers in their unit of infantry, trying to get my Tiger out of the way because I really do not want to use this as a heavy unit, trying to get rid of their Shermans and of their British forces, but I realized at this point it's not the tanks I should be worried about, it's this infantry unit. The tanks are pretty much just bouncing off. Got my Panther right here, pretty much pile driving this Sherman Firefly. Got my Tiger back in working order, trying to get it back to the base while my, as you can see, I'm switching places right now. Nope, the Tiger is gone. So I got my Panther trying to get rid of this last Sherman tank while my ally finally pushes with his infantry to capture the points in this vicinity. He built 1 armored car. This is ridiculous. I do not know what he's going to do with it. I told him there's an anti-tank weapon right here. He's just being stupid, pushing in right. I do not know how to explain this. The ally was not doing his job properly. I'm not trying to call him out. He did a lot of great things, but for the most part, he was not doing what he was asked to do, even though that was common sense. He was really for this YouTube commentary. I'm like, hey guys, if this is gonna be a good game, I will post it on YouTube. And it was really funny. This Sherman tank got enough smarts to try and push us again. Once again, I got my Tiger Bang, activated my Panzer Blitz power, and built another tank for a nice Blitzkrieg. What Blitzkrieg is a German force for sudden strike. It's extremely powerful tactic used by the German troops during World War II in order to take over both Russia's and American fronts. Unfortunately, about 43, 44, those Blitzkriegs became just impossible to do. The amount of tanks and infantry left for the German troops was just way too small. This Sherman tank was a stupid move. He didn't realize that I had that 3 units. I had one Panzer 5, another unit of Panzer 5 or 4, Panzer 4, right? Of Panzer 4 and a Tiger right here waiting for him to come. The allies, which are these guys, I call them allies, really like pushing my Panzer Elite guy. Yeah, it's Panzer, should be Panzer. They really like destroying this area right here. I'm trying to get my tanks fixed up. My Panther, the one from right here, is loud. As you can see, I'm coming. I really thought I'm gonna get a response from that, but nothing happened. I realized, and let me split up my forces. Let me send in 2 units right here because I realized that there's only 2 units of enemies anyway with the infantry. So I'm like, I think my heavy Tiger and my Panzer will do their job. Still trying to build up my defenses and building some more tanks, trying to wait for my manpower to go up. And here I go, pretty much rolling with my Panzer 4 right into their front side, right into their infantry, and right into their tanks right here. What I don't like that they pretty much did this, which made my some of my rounds completely useless. I'm trying to destroy this unit right here. I'm definitely going to be focusing on this more right now. My Panzer 4 is down. My Tiger is the only thing left. I'm like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for me to push with my Panzer and with my Tiger and destroy their anti-tank weapons, as well as give support to my ally. Trying to get rid of these tanks, but probably without any cause. Still trying to build up units, and as you can see, it's still infantry in my base. Ally is not doing anything. He's just there trying to get rid of all the tanks using his stormtroopers, which I really want to know how to get. I really don't know how to get stormtroopers. I realized that these 2 tanks are well fortified for me to take on with 1 Tiger tank, even though I should be able to do it. So I moved my Tiger back, bringing my 2 engineers to fix up the Tiger, and hope that I will build up enough tank weaponry to push. And here I go. I'm probably pushing right now. Let's speed it up. Our ally and enemies are digging out right here. Finally, the tank is destroyed. Here we are. We have another Churchill MK4 tank trying to suppress the fire right there. Brought my mechanized infantry. I like calling it infantry. My mechanized units in order to push it. Gonna go around with one of my Panzers. Got 2 tanks right here, pushing in right now, trying to get them. Oh, there you go. One ally got a heavy rifle. Very, very important thing to do. We have a stormtrooper finally taking care of that tank, and our 3 a huge army of Panzers pretty much in support. As you can see, in the beginning of the game, we had completely lost this area here, but we got it back, and we are pretty much outgunned our ally. They also lost all their economy because they were so preoccupied with building tanks and infantry units. They lost all their manpower, and I'm like, what? What? How do you lose like that? You had 90% of the map control, and you still lost to me. And I'm noob in this game. I'm completely new. It's my like 4th game, and my first official win in terms of win. Yeah, it's considered as win. You'll see why. Pretty much pushed back. My allies have nothing. Have 1 Sherman tank right here and another tank right here defending. What a stupid move. How does he know I'm gonna come through here? It's obvious that he wasn't thinking with his head straight, because if you pushed me through, why would you keep one of your heavy expensive units back if you're gonna die anyway? So here I am, finally getting a grip on the game, trying to realize what and why the enemy is not pushing, thinking he's gonna build up an entire blitzkrieg with his own tanks. Though when I see that all of the flanks are being pushed by our troops, I realize that he's not gonna push anymore. He's waiting for something. He's gonna wait for something big to happen, or he's out of money and he's ready to be blitzkrieg by my own troop. Oh, you are. You see, I'm just saying, I just need to know you're here. I don't know why my ally couldn't just press a button and talk to me. As you can see, that's a tactical map. Got a tank going in here. My units over here, and pretty much nothing else. That's it. That's it. This tank is definitely gonna get pwned, because the moment I see him, you can see fog of war, I still see him. I move up with my heavy blitzkrieg force, build another unit of tank unit right here, and just at this point I'm like, 5 tanks soon to be made, a lot of money. Gonna use my manpower blitz soon. I'm gonna push once I destroy this tank. The moment I destroy this tank, I'm gonna push through here and inside into their area over here. So let's just speed it up so we can catch up with this tank and destroy it. The reason why I'm going after him is because I really want to push. The moment I see this infantry, I'm like, forget that. I'm gonna take this infantry down just in case they're gonna throw in some special charges. And the moment I get to the bridge, I stop. What I remember from last time is obviously I can't see. What I thought they're gonna do is that they're going to send in a heavy infantry charge up this bridge and into my units. So I'm like, wait, they can see me. Let me move my tanks back. Let me capture this point, and then use artillery to take down areas right here, because my ally is just pushing really stupidly in. Luckily, my ally did one great thing. He took down this gun. The moment he took it down, I'm like, wait, let's move through, let's push through. I did not know that this was down, and there you go. When you use artillery to go through the mid right here, we can do that. We can roll out with them for once. So I'm like, I was really excited that we took down the middle, so I was ready to get a fight on. I'm trying to get my units back just in case if they have another infantry charge going on. Building up my units of tanks right here, waiting for money to come, hoping for whatever there is to get a nice heavy fire. Here you go, I'm building my artillery units to take down this mid right here, and hopefully we're gonna roll in right through this main road right here, and I can go by the main road right into the British man's camp and destroy it right here, because he's not building anything. Nothing is happening. So let's wait for my blitzkrieg to commence. Speed it up a bit. Moving my units back and forth just in case, turning them around so that we'll have front armor up front, so that we'll have some heavy fire going on. And here comes this infantry charge I talked to you guys. There you go. Try to weaken them. There you go. See, a heavy infantry charge by an American trying to get rid of my tanks. There you go. Meaning my tanks blow down if I'll be building infantry. I'll move up my tanks to get some nice quote-unquote shell fire on this unit. They did not move, so I'm like, damn, let me just fire this baby up. Completely destroyed all of their units right here. Saw these 2 tanks right here. They're trying to get some pot shots on my Volts Grenadiers right here. It's really good. I'm alone now. I don't know what that means. I guess his ally quit or something. And what I'm doing is I'm pretty much pushing in. what I thought, he said I'm alone now, meaning that his ally quit, which leads me to beg that my ally quit early on in the game. That's why he's building such a crappy units. I was like, wow, I held off these two all this time. Got my tanks out, got my tanks to engage their British tanks. Definitely gonna have some nice fun right here. There you go, a Sherman Firefly tank doesn't stand a chance against me. Fire, he's bored down, firing, and that's it. They're rebuilding their anti-tank weapon. That's one thing they did right. Probably gonna bring in my units of there you go. Probably gonna build another unit soon. There he is. Gonna move these two units up right here and use their volley attack to completely decimate all of whatever is right here. So at this point, I'm like 1, 2, 3 tanks. There's no way this tank gonna hold off for much longer. Got my Volksgrenadier to use his Panzer Faust to take down this tank, and let's see what's gonna happen next. There you go, and the tank is down. That's it. I'm trying to get a hold of the grip of the game, get the control. He's sending in another anti-tank weapon, so I'm trying to push back. He realized that my tank's right here. Heal my tank, please. I still think that he's there, and that's it. The game was over. My enemies quit, giving me a win, and this is my first commentary for Company of Heroes. It's long, but that's the best I could cut it out. So thank you very much for joining me. This is Mad Cow Gamer. Hope you enjoyed this game. My prognosis is that I would definitely would have gotten a grip of this game if I kept my units here. So I would have kept my units right here. Support, take down anything comes through with the tank. Bring in my artillery support, which are units right here. Probably build up 2 more. Unload an entire valley on this area. Move up one of my panzers to scout the area. Take down some survivors. Then just roll on through. So once again, thank you very much. This was Mad Cow Gamer. I hope you enjoyed.